for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Second down. It's Hunt. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake. Bowers. And he completes it to Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bowers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
3-yard line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Off-play action. Bowers. That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th and goal.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on him.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tony Pollard, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 16, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And we'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that'll set him back 5. Crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 14, Saints 10. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake. Bowers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bowers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And the Cowboys 41-yard line.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. That is just what this defense was hoping for. An interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Down. Wilkinson. It's a fumble. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown! New Orleans. Josh Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Good. Makes the score Saints 20, Cowboys 14. Kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
7-yard line.
starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Pollard. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And
nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The kick
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
To kick off for Dallas.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. Throwing again. Bowers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off play action. Bowers sliding out of the pocket. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Bowers. Complete to him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Like sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down now, Wilkinson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Bowers gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
To Kareem Hunt.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run with Hunt.
celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Pollard again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. On 1st down, Wilkinson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. off the play fake. Bowers rolling to his right. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Takes us up just shy of the 45.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. That's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Prescott to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action. Bowers. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bowers. Will drop this one down to Freeman. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This to potentially send us to overtime.
51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's incomplete.
Fowler's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Operating from the gun. Bowers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Down, takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it? It
really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
He's starting to put together a nice drive. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Bowers. And that is incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging out from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bowers is going to find Hill here. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish.